I got the music in the background. The step back, Mikey. We're gonna go over the Dallas Mavericks beating up the LA Clippers in this latest game. I'm doing this while I work the real estate, while we do the website. It is what it is. I'm committed to this NBA playoff, so we're gonna go in and talk about it. Luca went nuts tonight. What a performance! 21 points before the first half. We're gonna start to look at the stats and figure out what went on. I'm gonna tell you a little bit of the problem with the LA Clippers with Paul REG. That's his new last name, Paul Reg, because he's only good through the regular season. Let's talk about the stat line and what happened with the Dallas Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith. Look at the stat line. That was a big X factor. 18 points, 5 rebounds. When you look at Kristaps Porzingis, who came in with 14 and 4. Not a good performance from him. If there's one guy that needs to step up, it's definitely Porzingis. He's not coming through when they need him. It's a big problem, okay? When we go outside of those guys, right? Those are some of your X factors in the starting lineup, the big pickup guys, the guys that 1-2 punch now, because I don't believe in Porzingis no more, is Luka Doncic. Well, this game. Luka Doncic and Tim Hardaway Jr. Luka went for 31 points, started to slow down in the second half. The pickup was Mr. Tim Hardaway Jr. doing his thing. And special honorable mention to Jalen Brunson, 15 points, 2 assists with 1 rebound. Now we go into the other starters. It was pretty much a bad night for this team. When you look at the stat lines, it is a total upset because not everyone was hitting on all cylinders. Like I mentioned, Luka went for 21 in the first half. He only went for 31 in the game. You would expect that clip to get him up to a 40-point game, but that didn't happen. Keep going down. Jalen Brunson was an X factor. Josh Richardson did his thing. And then there's really no one else that really stepped up. So when you look at the squad, you're scratching your head. You're like, they won, but no one really stood out, and it was an okay game. Now let's jump to the other side and figure out what went on. I'm going to try to look at the stats real quick, the box score, and figure out what's going on there. Clippers, Kawhi, 26, 10, 5. Right? He gives you what he's going to give you. We'll look at the numbers and the field goal percentage to understand how good he was. Not a bad performance from Kawhi. Marcus Morris, one of the twins, one of the bad head twins, you know what we call it. 4 points, 2 rebounds. He was okay. Zubac, 8 and 3. Not enough. Not enough against a team that doesn't have a center. I'm sorry. Porzingis, we talked about soft, man. But it's Teflon soft. I don't know what to say. But anyway, Zubac's there. Zubac got to give me 10 and 10 or at least 5 rebounds, 5 points, 10 rebounds. That's the minimum he needs to do. Paul George, even though he scored 23, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, horrible night for him. Didn't show up, okay? Was 0 for 7, I believe, in the beginning of 1 for 7 in the beginning of the game when I was watching fully, and just went downhill from there. Pat Beverly, 10 and 2. Nick Batum, 11 and 7. This is where it gets a little weak. I mean, Terrence Mann was a guy that played throughout the season, the guy that they picked up from Florida State. He's not getting enough minutes. He needs to play if they want to win. Serge Ibaka, 8 points, 4 rebounds. All right, that's not enough. That's not enough for Big Serge. If I was them, for this particular team, I may move Serge Ibaka into the starting lineup, move Zubac down. This team is a 3-point shooting team in the case of the Dallas Mavericks. It makes more sense to have Ibaka in the lineup here a little bit quicker than Zubac, though I think Zubac's the overall better player. Reggie Jackson, horrible. 2 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound. He is their X factor. Okay, you want the X factor? It is him. He's going to have to be consistent. I know Rondo's getting the minutes, 11 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, but Reggie's going to have to be the guard. I mean, he's got to be the guard guy. I'm not saying he plays like him, but I'm saying Jamal Murray-like type of player. That's what he's going to have to be like for this team for them to be successful, but off the bench. Lewis Williams, all those type of guys. Reggie Jackson has to be aggressive. He has to step up and play 21 minutes. He did not score enough points for his team. That's why Luka Doncic and the team took the loss. Let's go ahead and look at the stats real quick. And I told you I love you guys. I do this while I'm working in real estate, while I'm doing the website stuff. I still have time. I got the YouTube TV, so I'm watching the game with you guys. Let me just look at the stats real quick. Let's see what we got. Don't trade that cryptocurrency. All right, ready. Let's go into the recap. Real quick, I just want to see the box score for what they actually did. Right. So when we look at the game replay, I want to see the stat line from a field goal percentage, and that will really tell me. So here goes the overall. All right. We see the triple double from Luka. All right. 50% from the field, 47. Look at the 3-point percentages for the Clippers. The story's told. 27% from three. Forget about it. It's a wrap, right? It's not enough to be successful in this league. You need to do better. 27%. Field goal percentage only 44%, and the free throw percentage they had 75%. This is why they lost. So clear as day on this one. Copyright. Where's it come from? Let's mute this thing. Shout out. So we got that going, and I still don't see the stat line, but I'm assuming Paul George possibly shot 26% from three. I mean, if you get deep into the box score, we're going to see that stat line. It's still not. It's team stats, box score. There we go. So here goes the box score with all the stats. Whew. So Paul George came along better, but you know what? Kawhi didn't have a good game either. 9 for 22. George 8 for 18. It just stood out to me more. On the other side, Luka 11 for 24. Hardaway, tremendous game, tremendously efficient. Porzingis, I mentioned how sad he looks. He needs to get aggressive. I'm still one of his fans. I just dissed him this game. He needs to be the Knicks Porzingis. He needs to be the guy that I saw coming out of the draft that looked like a poor man's Giannis Antetokounmpo with a shot. He needs to become that. He can. I know he's coming off injury. He needs to really develop himself. He keep going down. Zubac was efficient. Morris was okay. Who else was killing him? Reggie Jackson. So it's clear Reggie Jackson, Paul George, you want the X factors. Kawhi wasn't that great either. Those three guys need to step up. If they don't, it's going to be miracles. Doncic again hitting the 3-pointers, and he was pretty nuts with it tonight. We sign off here. For this to be a change, Reggie Jackson needs to step up. They need to play man. They also need to play Mr. DeMarcus Cousins. He's there for a reason. Play him, get him in. Luke Kennard didn't play. Look at the zeros. Look at the zero spots on the squad. Not sure what Tyronn Lue is doing, but he needs to involve more players in this rotation, especially Cousins and Luke Kennard. Doesn't make sense with man. Those guys need to play. I'm going to sign off here, step back here as we get off to the next game. It's a big one. Portland versus Denver. I believe it's on right now. No, what is on right now? Saturday, 8 p.m. Looks like we got a little time, so it's going to be, I'm going to recap the Miami versus Milwaukee, but Boston versus Brooklyn at 8, and then we got the late night cap, 10:30, Portland versus Denver. I'm signing off, Mikey. Step back, kids. Like I said, I'll do this for you. I'm out of here. I will. Yes, Otis. Great. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, take care. All right. Bye. Shit, I'll turn the live chat back on.